Hello, this is Godo. Welcome back to the Islands of Insight Hub Puzzle Series, Season 3. Today we are not in Shady Wildwood, but I looked at the Luminous quest first, picking up the cubic puzzles one, and we're going to Verdent Glenn today. So yeah, here we go. We're in Verdent Glenn today. So first things first, I did actually update the puzzle hub I'm going to be showing. So instead of showing like the per area, I feel like this is going to be less values for me to update between episodes. So this is what I'm going to be using instead. We're going to track the overall puzzle count and the percentages of areas. So we are in the Verdent Glen. We have 83%. Our overall puzzles are 14,621. And that's also going to like kind of better reflect the other progress we make outside of just Verdent Glen, especially when we start doing multiple areas. So, without further ado, let's get rolling here. And first thing is actually a pattern grid. That's nice. There's 3 pattern grids here today. 13 logic grids. That's good. We really need to catch up on logic grids. But let's just go ahead and get going on those. This looks like we want to make this here. Then we're kind of mirroring the top up there. This comes across like that. Alright, there we go. There's the first puzzle of today. It was a pattern grid. Let's go. How many other puzzles do we have available here, though? Let's take a look today. A few matchboxes, a few sightseers, 1 sentinel stone, pretty good number of hidden puzzles overall. We already looked at grids, no movement, there's 1 fractal, and then a decent number of match 3s. Okay, so we're going to have our work cut out for us. I don't know if this is going to be a multi-zone episode today, but definitely have our work cut out for us. What is this sky drop? You can't even see half of the drops up there. Anyways, let's just get going and start looking for things to solve. Let's see. I hear a dog barking. And not sure if that is actually picking up in the microphone. Hopefully not. Alright, there's often not really things up here. And it doesn't seem to be anything up here right now, anyways, not that I can see or hear, so... I mean, there's hidden archways right here, so... Oh, I forgot to mention, actually. I have finally updated to the offline restoration, the latest version. So I believe I'm on version 1.6 now? I forget the version numbers, but I'm on the latest version as of November 15th is what today's date is, so... yeah, that's the thing now. Oh hey, we've got a hidden ring. Up here at the top of the world all by itself. Yoink. Okay. Hope we start finding some radars or something, because we are not having a good time finding puzzles on our own. We're just finding a lot of solved puzzles. Here's a matchbox. Here's a pattern grid, though. Alright, this looks like a... Let's see, we got 2, 1, 2 light, 1, 2 light. And then what's going on in here? Looks like there's a dark, and then the rest are light? Oh no, there's a dark over here. Okay. Hidden cube. Oh, I guess one thing to consider is that this is a, this is the first episode, of this version of offline restoration, and in this version they did, they did adjust the puzzle radars a little bit, so we're gonna see if that seems to make them more or less common. Hopefully it doesn't make them, like, significantly less common if it does, because it's gonna kind of suck. We rely on them a lot at this point. Otherwise, we are spending a very long time wandering around. Actually, let me go take a look at something really quick. Hold on. Okay, I just pulled up the puzzle radar spawn, so there are now 369 places where the puzzle radar can spawn. That is quite a lot. How many were there before? Let me go look at, whoops. Let me go look at the save stats map from 1.2, which I still have the folder of output, spawns, puzzle radar. 369, huh? Okay, well, it's the same number of spawns. Do we have the same number of puzzles unlocked? Radars unlocked? Before we had 5 out of 6 unlocked. What do we have currently? We have 5 out of 7. Okay, so it's actually they've actually added an extra spawn. Let me pause really quick and look at these side by side. Okay, so I have them both up here. So they added 1 puzzle radar to Verdent Glenn. They added 1 to Autumn Falls, but obviously we're done with Autumn Falls. They added 1 to Shady Wildwood. Okay, so they added 1 to Verdent Glen, Autumn Falls, Shady Wildwood. It's not an extra one that I have unlocked because I just don't have enough puzzles done for that, but overall, there will be more radars eventually available. And hey, speak of the devil, here's our first one. Alright, I want to kind of use this one to kind of scout this end of the map here. So let's go ahead and use this and kind of backtrack where we've came from. There are, like, suddenly a lot of things around us, though. How did I not see all of these? Okay. Got some hidden rings in the trees. I don't blame myself for missing those. Those are very, very well hidden. Oh, hey, we have another puzzle radar over there. That one I think I can remember, so I'm not going to worry about it. We got 2 hidden rings over here. Let's get another one of these. How many things do I have marked? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things marked. Okay. Don't mark anything else. Let's grab these guys' crowns. Kind of funny. We have quite a few things around here. Let's see if we can sweep most of them up. I saw a hidden cube. Where is that? Down here. Okay. Alright, so I saw a grid. No squares. Okay, connect all dark cells, no squares. No squares. And then, how do we get out of here? Not via there, so like that. There we go. There's another grid down here. I think there was a, match 3 we can do over there. Let's get this grid first, though, before it poofs out of my brain. Dark regions have area 4. Okay, so we cannot do this right here. And we can't do this. And then this has to be dark so that this one can be light and that's dark. Okay. Got a little bit of a starting trail there. We can't bring this down here. So this one's got to come out that way. We can't bring a dark there. I was gonna say, this one's kind of tricky, and then I look, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a 4-pip. Okay, so not like overtly tricky, but like kind of I should have expected something. So if I put a dark here, I have to put a light there. So this one has to be light. Then that's dark. Now this can be light. Ooh, yikes. Why is this one kind of challenging? Okay, if I connect this, we can't connect here. So if this is dark, that has to be light. And if this is light, this has to be dark. So this would have to be dark, light, dark. Let me just put it because I am kind of getting overwhelmed trying to have too many things. Yeah, okay. So if this is dark here, this has to be light, and then this causes issues here. So this one cannot be dark, that one's light. I feel like there has to be something easier to look at, though. That felt kind of tricky to spot there. Let's see, this has to come out like this to block this 2x2. We can't go over here, because then we cause a thing over there. So these two have to be connected. Pretty sure of that. Let's see, if we go down here, we cause a 2x2, so let's not do that. We cause sorry, checkerboard. There has to be a dark in here, and it's not going to connect to this, so we can't go here. Basically can't come to any connections that we're not going to actually make at corners of these, because it's going to make a, you know, a checkerboard like this. So this one's got to go down. Alright, making a little bit more headway here. This one's got to be light. This one's got to be light. Is this like really hard for a 4-pipper, or am I crazy? We need a dark in here or here, one of these two, but if we do it in there, that's what that looks like. If we do it here, it looks like this. I'm not really feeling confident towards any of those. Let's actually use like a foresight, maybe see where it's wanting us to look. Oh yeah, we can't do that. Okay, so let's do this here. Whoops, that there, and that there. Okay. That was pretty tricky. I'm gonna be honest about that one. That one got me pretty good. Alright, I did see the mosaic that we need to do. Oh hey, I saw in the options there's now an option to reduce the volume for quests, and as you saw when I walked into that quest over there, it did not play the really loud sound effect. I think I've heard it enough times to last a lifetime, so I will not be missing that. Okay, I don't think we really got a good scan on what's up here. We do see this puzzle though. Let's go ahead and do this one. We need to set up a connect 4 over here for these guys. Connect 4? What am I talking about? Let's do that earlier. There we go. Now we can do that, and this. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna do a warp beacon over here, so that we can continue this way with puzzle radar if we find one. But let's first hop down here and be grabbing this grid. Okay, we have dark regions with area 3. Seven there, 4 there, and 3 there. Okay. And another. Did I mark this one? I must have just found it by chance then. Oh, good. Oh, is this that one that I was struggling on the other day? Looks very similar to it. Let's get this down first. I like this move. It gets rid of everything. So yeah, let's do that. Hey. Alright, pretty simple. Okay, let's see, this one's a little further away. Let's just grab this one first. It seems more out of the way than everything else. We do need airborne puzzles, so I should be just grabbing some of these sky drops here and there as they appear. I'm like, what did I mark over here? Okay, dark regions are dominoes. And it's kind of gonna like give us most of what we need, right? Let's see, if we go up here, we add 1 plus 6, so this turns into 7. I think we can do that. We can do this, this, and this. Nice. Okay. Very good. There was a match 3 over here, I believe. Yeah, actually, it's if anything, it's a little uncanny to get the quest pop up there without it making the noise. Or watch, we'll do it again. Oh, I must not have traveled far enough to trigger the noise. That's okay. Okay. So we had a hidden archway here. Did hidden archways just reset? I don't remember that being there when I had the puzzle radar previously. Doesn't seem like they did. Maybe I just was overwhelmed by everything that was on my screen at the moment. Alright, pretty straightforward puzzle there. New memory grids and autumn pulse. Okay, we don't care about that. You have a green matchbox here. Whoa, I thought I was going to land on something there and I just started falling through the ground. Hold on, did I just see something right here? I thought I saw the reflection of a hidden puzzle, but I guess not. This puzzle's done here. Okay. What else did I mark over there? It looks like a logic grid. Let me grab this matchbox over here, and then we can go... I'm gonna guess it's over here, like on this side of the cliff, maybe? Nope. Is it up here? Actually, I think I just saw it through the cracks. Yep, there it is. Alright. And I didn't really walk in the direction of that matchbox, but that's okay. We've got it now. Good stuff. Okay, I think we just have this grid over here to clean up, and then we can do the next puzzle radar. Let's see here. That seems like a bad first move because I don't even see any other moves we can do. Well, we can do this, but that's obviously not a correct option, so don't do that. So then the only other starting move without doing that is going to be this one. I feel like, once again, there's like 0 moves for us to do. Okay, so don't touch this piece. That's not the correct starting move. Let's try this one, then. That's like the literal only other move I see to do. Nope. Let's see. Let's try this. No, not quite. What if we do this first, then this, then that? There we go. Nice. Okay. Good stuff. And we have circled back to our puzzle radar. Alright, no dominoes. All light regions have area 3. No dominoes, huh? Let's see, if we do a dark here, this ends up with a single dark square here. So let's say if we do a light here, we have to have a dark, at least one dark in here. And no matter where it is, if it's like this, then we have a problem here. And if it's like this, then we have a problem here. So this one's got to be dark to start. That one we don't know yet. That one could be anything. Could it though? Like if it's dark, if it's light, then we do this, right? But if it's dark, then we still come out here. Okay, so if it's dark, these are light no matter what. Okay, so we have those placed. Now what? What does Foresight want us to look at? Up here? Huh? That's kind of random. Well, if we do that, then we have to do like this. Oh, okay. We can't do that. I see, I see. And this is symmetrical, so this is going to be like that as well. And in fact, all these elbow macaronis we need to make need to be against a wall now that I am looking at this, so that makes sense. So we can do elbow macaroni there, 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 and there. And that's it. Nice. Alright, cool symmetrical pattern there. That was pretty tough to see. I know they adjusted some of the custom content stuff, but like that one felt like that one should have been harder as well. Anyways, let's take a look to see what's around here. Alright, just in our immediate vicinity, let's go ahead and grab this so we don't have to come back here. Come on. There. And then what do we have down here? Another grid. I must have missed marking that one because we were just standing right next to it and somehow I missed it. Alright, let's go up here. There's some good stuff up there, and I do want to go ahead and warp up to that teleport before we spend too much of our puzzle radar, so we can actually make some more progress over here. Whoops. We have a hidden cube, like, down here-ish. A little further, maybe? A little further, maybe? A little further, maybe? I hope that was the one that we were looking at. Alright, I did see this matchbox down here as well. Let's go ahead and find the green buddy for this guy. Kind of a peculiar place for this. It's like on the side of this pillar. Oop. I landed in some weird hole there. That was weird. Okay. Oh, we have a match 3 we can do here as well. Let's go ahead and do that up here first. Ooh, this is... We need to be careful with that, not to ruin the blue shapes that we need over there. There we go. I actually just kind of had my brain off there, and it happened to work, so I'm pleased about the outcome of having my brain off. Alright, can we find this green matchbox, though? There it is. The hidden archway is actually kind of blocking it, but not by too much. Okay, let's head up. Whoop, let's head up here. We have another grid over here to do. Yeah, I feel like I even walked up this pathway and I totally missed this because we did that 4-pipper over there. Alright, no squares. Connect all dark cells. No squares. Well, where do we gotta go? We gotta go through here. This is like a bottleneck. A choke point, rather. So let's go up. Whoops. Let's go up there. Nothing can come in here. That's gotta go up there. Then it's gotta go here. Alright. Let's go back over here. That's where I marked most of these items, I think. This, I believe, was the fractal. At first glance, it doesn't look like a hard fractal. we have these like distinct kind of circular areas we're trying to make here. Though when I'm moving this around, we're getting tendrils, which is kind of like, huh? How do we get from this to tendrils? Or tendrils to that? Here we go. It just like popped out of thin air into what we needed. Don't you love it when that happens? Okay, and what is going on here? Jeez, just a crazy pattern it looks like. We got some crosses in the middle, some crosses here, and the rest light. Okay. We got another puzzle radar over here, which is actually good because this is right around where I wanted to have a my next beacon. So I'm gonna actually come up here, drop my beacon, and then I'm gonna scout a little way back the way I came from just to make sure we cleaned it up nice and cleanly. But after I feel like I've gone that far enough in that direction, I will warp this way. Whoop. And then let's just go, like, I don't know, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's warp. From up here, we have a good view down on the world around us. We can grab that. We can mark this down here. But collect this hidden ring. We can mark this one better now. We can mark a puzzle up here. We can mark that down there. We can... Oh, jeez. Mark a hidden archway and another thing. Well, suddenly there's like a ton of things in this direction. Well, let's slow down and catch up first. All right. There's a hidden arch here, and then there was a logic grid right next to it that I saw. Alright, light, light, dark, dark. No squares. This is the square-free zone. Let's see, this is gonna have to go there. Alright, this can't connect there or there, so this is gonna just come out and do this. Okay. We have, like, quite a lot of things over in this, like, eastern... This is eastern? No, it's southern. The southern part of the map over here. I was about to say hemisphere. I'm like, what? Where'd that word come from? Alright, let's do that and that. Ooh, let's do this. No, hold on. How do we... We need to do a match 3 here, but we can't do this. That leaves us with 2. What if we do this first, and then we can do that match? No, we can't do those now. There we go. That left us with what we wanted. Hello. I missed my pause button there because somebody came in my room and I said I greeted them instead of pausing. Whoops. Anyways, continuing on. Looks like we actually have quests that we can turn in, so let's go and turn those in. Ooh, and we have a puzzle radar up here as well. Was that there before? Because did we not just pick up a puzzle radar? Well, there we go. That's all of our airborne puzzles. Do we want to continue with where we left off there? We probably want to move that warp beacon a little bit further towards the south. So let's claim both of these. Wall slabs. I'm going to go ahead and grab wall slabs because none of these other ones are really that appealing, and there are a lot of match 3s here at least, so we're going to get some progress. Alright, no checkerboards. So this has to be connected, which means this is not going out from there. There we go. It's just as simple as that, except not exactly, because I screwed it up. This one's going up here, then this one's going like that. There we go. That's better. Alright, and how far do I feel like I scouted semi-competently? I would say, like... Ooh. Yeah, see, I didn't scout over here confidently at all. Let's go ahead and put our warp beacon here next. And then we can continue from that point. Oh, gosh, what did I just unmark here? Is there a match 3? Well, we need to do this match 3, so let's do this first. And that's a horrible starting move. Let's try this instead. Not exactly. What if we do this? Nope. How about this first? Then we don't have any moves left, somehow. It feels like we would still have moves left, but we do not. Okay, so we really got to concern ourselves with getting the pieces off of this block over here on the right side. So that's a horrible move. This feels like it could be close here. Yeah, this looks like it. There we go. That was kind of a tough match 3. Can I see what I marked over here? Was it a puzzle inside of this place, maybe? Let's see, that is salt. Was there something in here? I have no idea what I had marked with that beacon before, but without further ado, let's just go get the puzzle radar and find out. Okay. Anything else kind of in this area? Doesn't really look like it. We've done a pretty good job over here. Let me kind of fly into the middle over here, make sure we've cleared out the middle nicely. Oh, hey, puzzle radar. Okay. Warp up here, and we have a logic grid there. Hidden archway here. Okay. 2 hidden cubes over here. Hidden ring up there. Let's warp back. That looks like it's closer to up here. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, way up here on top of this wall. We can mark you. There's our first sightseer that we're seeing. And I feel like we're at, I feel like we have too many things marked, so let me hold my horses before I do anything else. I can get this hidden ring. Or, this hidden cube, rather. Where is it? There it is. And then the hidden ring I saw over there we can go grab. It's in this tree somewhere. Yep, there it is. And then finally this sightseer. Today is taking like a little bit longer, huh? There's a lot of puzzles here today. Alright, this is up towards the quest for perfection, I believe. There we go. And then once again, we have just like a ton of things to go backtrack and do, so let's do that now. I'm gonna put my next warp beacon, like... I think I'm gonna... First of all, let me not forget where that puzzle is. I didn't even look at that puzzle. I just was like, unmark, walk away. Let's put my next warp beacon up here, and then... go back, and now we'll backtrack. I almost made, like, a huge disaster. Alright, this is probably a puzzle of scrunching here, if I'm gonna guess. Somewhat. I mean, it's a one-hitter. You don't gotta guess, right? Connect all light and dark. It feels like cheat codes when you just know the light and dark lemma. Alright, we have a sightseer here. I know where this is, I just don't really know where the angle of this is taken from. So is it, like, here, or do we need to, like, go higher up? Alright, that was right there. Puzzle radar down here. But let's go up here and clean up this last puzzle we marked first. Another one here, too. Jeez. Okay, the puzzle radars are out in force right now. Alright, no 3 in a row of darks, no 4 in a row of lights. Okay, and then connect all light cells. Well... any reason for there to be a light cell in here? Yes, there is, actually. So then that has to connect, and this has to go down there. Perfect. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Let's grab this... Wait a second. Oh, there it is. I'm like, let's grab this puzzle radar, but then there wasn't a puzzle radar, and I was like, we have 4 beacons to use. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Wait, that wasn't a 3. My bad. This is like match 3 Haven down here, huh? 3, and then I'll mark 1 more that's back there in the back of this place. Actually, I'm just gonna try to remember there's 4 unmarked match 3s here. And instead I'm gonna mark this guy over here. So that's our 4th marked. Let's go and get these match 3s. I can start with this one out here. Okay, match 3 time. That was a trap. Don't do that. Let's do this move first. Now we can do that. And, this does not look good. Never mind, it was correct. Okay. So there's 3 unsolved in here. Here's number 1. Not really sure about my strategy there. I just kind of went for the first move that looked good. Mostly worked out. I only had to undo towards the end. 2 more match 3s unmarked in here. Let's start over here. Ooh, that's not exactly what I want to see here. I definitely don't want to move this over. That's going to isolate things. We can do this, but that's also not good. So we have to get this piece off of here. Let's see if we can set something else up first before we do that. Not really sure what I'm supposed to be setting up, though, is the problem there. So that doesn't really work. What if I did something up here first? And then there's not really anything to do. Like that? Yeah, that seems to work, actually. Very nice. Okay. Alright, 1 more unsolved puzzle in here somewhere. I feel like it was on the outside, maybe? Like out here? Can puzzles spawn in this hole over here? Well, it's not in the hole, it's just on the outer wall. Alright, that was really clean. Alright, just doing all the match 3s today. Okay, let's not do this. That's bad. This is good. Let's do that. This is fine, and, yeah. Easy one. Easy one as long as you didn't take the bait on the first step. One-way elevator. Need to set up a match 4. Okay. Alright, wow. Just kind of blasting through those, huh? And we have a logic right over here. After this logic grid, I'm going to check how many puzzles we have left, because I think we might be done with the area today. Let's see. It's a 4-pipper. Don't really have any special rules here, though we do need the 4 to come here. If the 4 comes down here, then we're in trouble, so that's going to go like that. And 4 can't come there either, so that's going to be 4 and 2. 6 is probably just going to scrunch up here. And then 5 is going to go, whoop, like that. There we go. Oh, hold on. We're not done yet. We have a couple more things marked over here. There's another match 3, and I believe that one over there is the puzzle radar, so I think this is going to be closer to the match 3. Yep, it was. Saves us like 3 seconds of traveling. Yeah, I don't want this beam in my way. Okay. Let's get the stuff up here out of the way first. Actually, a little tricky here. What if we do this move? That looks good. Alright. Okay, cool. I feel like we did some hard match 3s today, but we got through them well. Hey, we have a trail length for perspective puzzles now. Very nice. We are still missing a sightseer. Sentinel stones reset in 50 minutes. I'm not going to be recording then. We've done all our hidden puzzles. We've done all our grids. We've done all movement. We've done all of that. And we've done all of the match 3s. Okay, those will reset in 7 minutes, but we're not going to be here. We got a Mirabilis. Heck yeah. I think that's the last Mirabilis, actually. 271, I believe that's the maximum. Okay, well, there's the last Mirabilis in the whole game. We have all of them now. Okay, and we have one sightseer left, so... Where did we not really scout yet? I feel like we've done this area very well, so probably like up here in the northwest. Let's go take our last puzzle radar and take it northwest. I'm gonna leave the warp beacon here just so we can do a flyover and make sure we're not missing it over there. But this is gonna be the final puzzle of today, most likely. We're at 42 minutes, so yeah, we've been here for a while. Beacon. And then this is not the flyover I meant to do. Oh hey, it's actually right down here. We missed it in our previous sweep. Well then. Cool. Wait a second. I was like, wait a second, does it tell us where the thing is now? Is that an updated, puzzle radar thing? No, it's just, I thought I was seeing double there. But it's just right here anyways. So get a little closer. Scoot this there. Okay, we see 2 pillars here, so we need to align it with that left pillar. There we go. Alright, that's all Verdent Glenn. Clean sweep again. Oh yeah, I forgot to show off. In the patch, they added these new icons on the map. And also they added these new, this new artwork for the enclaves and stuff. You can actually kind of look and see, like, what the enclaves actually look like. Like, for the new enclave they added, like, there. It's just a big bunch of rectangles, you know? Fun, right? Anyways, where are we at? And yeah, it tells you which enclave it is when you mouse over it, rather than before. It was just like, oh, which one is this? I don't know. Anyways, we are going to Serene Deluge for next episode. Oh, hold on. Did I say that last puzzle I did was the last one? I think this is the last one, actually. Yeah, that's a funny coincidence, isn't it? Like a new puzzle just appeared out of thin air. Don't want to connect those. one symbol per area, so we need to do that. This dark has to come somewhere. Interesting. Okay, so this is going to have to go somewhere as well. This dark, I can only assume it's going to go to this lotus, so we need to copy that shape over there. And this is, I am assuming, also going to be on the lotus. Okay, well that doesn't connect to that letter there. So then, for this, we don't need to avoid any shapes here, but this does have to come through here. And then this has to be symmetrical. Okay. And then, over here, we need this. I see the error of my ways, so we're gonna do this, actually. I forgot to look at this dart over here. Alright, good stuff, and it sounded like, or I should say, it felt like we got a Wanderer's Quest from that. Yep, Wanderer's Quest for puzzle boxes. Okay, we'll worry about that next time. You know what I'm thinking, right? But I'm gonna resist. Let's go ahead and pull up our puzzle interface, see what we've done today. Need a rerun save stats. Oh, this is the wrong version of save stats. Go to the new folder. I still have the old one up because I was like looking at that one. Okay. Yoink. And the new puzzle total is... We did 67 puzzles total today. Oh, I didn't actually update the puzzle count. Hold on. 14,688. And that's a total of plus 67 puzzles. We did add 3% to Verdent Glenn today, so yeah, good stuff. 3% does seem like a pretty big shift, but I checked it out and it was just due to probably rounding. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. If you're enjoying the series, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, etc., and I will see you next time. Goodbye.